All right, here we go. Another video, Project Betty White. Today, we're dropping that front axle. First thing, jack it up, start looking around. Why are there no bolts in the top of the calipers? Both sides. Love finding stuff like that. Anyway, onward, here we go. It's definitely time for the boys to start earning their keep around here. It's their job to get this axle out. They did pretty good. It just took forever. Whole day. We found lots of joints that are shot. All the bushings are shot. So we started making a list on the whiteboard and lots of parts on it. So just on the initial inspection, we need 2 caliper bolts, 2 rotors, brake pads, tie rod, track bar, upper and lower control arms, because, well, let's be honest, I could just replace the bushings, but those things have been in there for over 250,000 miles. I ain't getting them out. And even if I do, the new ones, they're going to wreck everything getting it back together. And Amazon actually sells through Detroit Axle $88 uppers and lowers with bushings. That's a deal. That's totally worth it over my time. So after a lot of PB Blaster, and this is how you're supposed to use that tool lessons, we got it out. Then it was time to hit it with the pressure washer. So we soaked everything down with some super clean and let it set. Pressure washed, soaked it again, pressure washed. The whole one side of the axle was just covered in power steering fluid. This thing had a power steering pressure line, the high pressure side. It leaked for a good long while. Yeah, we ordered that hose too. And then it was time to start stripping that axle down. So we noticed that the cover for the differential had brand new RTV on it. So obviously somebody was in it. Let's go check it out and make sure everything's okay. Surprisingly, dropped that cover. Fluid looked good. Gears looked good. Backlash, everything looked really good. So fortunately, I didn't have to order any parts on that go around. Now that we got it clean, let's start putting it back together. Okay, little pro tip. Put the fluid in the axle before you put the cover on. If you got it ripped out, it makes life so much better. You're not trying to squeeze it into that little hole. You just dump it right in. Then it was time to put a little RTV on everything and slap that new looking cover on there and bolt it all down. And don't worry, we went right to the book and used the German torque specs. Good and tight. So now back to the parts list. It just keeps getting longer. And I found on Rock Auto everything was super cheap, but then you have to pay for shipping. And you think I could get everything from the same warehouse? No, it was coming from 3 and 4 different warehouses. So every time you put an order in, it's at least $10 in shipping, which added an extra $40 or $50 to the order. So although the parts were super cheap, they kill you on the shipping. So then I went to O'Reilly's website and AutoZone's website, and I ended up just getting everything on Amazon. The free shipping kind of saved us on everything. So unfortunately, that wasn't a sponsorship from Amazon. But hey, Amazon, if you're out there, I am available. Just so happens I ordered some parts from you just the other day. Let's talk. Which brings us to our next project. Oil pan gasket. It's next. Right? Go anywhere, do anything. Thanks, everybody.